Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Danelia, if you don't already know. So today, as you've seen by the title, I'm 6 months into my self-employment journey. I'm 6 months into quitting my comfortable, stable job to pursue the things I love, which is content creation full-time and running a digital marketing business. How's it going? So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask me questions, anything you want to know about anything. If you don't follow me on Instagram, the link will be in my bio. This is also my page. Make sure you follow. That's where I'm most interactive in like day-to-day stories and where I put up questions for things like this. So if you're interested, you want to see more of my self-employment journey, etc., definitely follow me on there. And all of my other socials will be in the description box below as well. So it has been 6 months, as I said, since I quit my job, started full-time my digital marketing business, which is essentially where I help other businesses and content creators grow their social media and email marketing, and I also consult on digital marketing. That's basically what my business is in a nutshell, but there's obviously more nuances to it. And I'm a full-time content creator in the description. Anyway, let's get straight into it. Where do you see yourself in the next 6 months? I feel like I'm going to be very close, if not at my monthly salary goal. I potentially will need help. The way my workload has picked up in January, all in God's time, so I'm just going with it. But he's really showering me, and my hard work is paying off. So who knows? I don't know. I don't really project too far in the future. I have plans. I don't necessarily like, oh, I have to be doing this in 6 months. Working with more brands as a content creator and business owner, because sometimes they overlap, and also just working with more businesses as a business owner and content creators, and really seeing my clients flourish, because I love seeing that. I love seeing the results come in for them. I love seeing their strategies improve. I love seeing it all. So yeah, I don't know if that really answers that question, or if that was really an answer. I hope so. What's been your least favorite thing? My least favorite thing, not my voice breaking, probably having to learn how to set stronger boundaries as a business owner, because when you're a business owner and you're full-time, self-employed, it's hard to set the boundaries of, okay, these are my working hours and I'm not going to work outside that. Even if I personally work outside that, it's communicating that and learning how to set those boundaries, which is essential in business, any business. Because as a person, I'm kind and I like to be kind. And having boundaries is what I have to remind myself is not being unkind. It's beneficial for you and it's beneficial for the people that you're working with, because in order to give them the best work, you have to be the best version of yourself. And that comes with having boundaries and still working to a very high standard within those boundaries. Also understanding and coming to terms with the fact that most people aren't going to get it. Friends and that realm of people, acquaintances, because most people aren't running a business. Most people have their set working hours. People don't understand that I'm working 24/7, like genuinely 24/7. Most days I'm just at my laptop 12 to 14 hours and I'm just doing work. My business is within social media. So I'm going to be on social media, but that is not the same as, are you on socials and you didn't message me back? Yeah, bro, I'm at work. Like, that's why I'm on social media. It doesn't mean I'm free. Having to understand, not everyone's going to understand that your time doesn't work the same, that you don't have as much time. If they need me, 100% I'm there. But if it's just like casual conversation, I'm prioritizing what I'm doing right now. And for the most part, like my actual G's, it's all good, so it's no stress. But I also do make time for my friends, because I think it's so important. Because I know when I get to where I'm getting to, I want to be there with my friends. I think it's very important to nurture your friendships. What's been your favorite thing about self-employment? Doing what I love. I honestly, genuinely, like when I speak to my clients, I feel like they see it as well. Like I genuinely, your baby, your business, it's your baby, it's my baby too. Consulting with them and helping their social media strategy. I just love like working with people, helping people, seeing their vision, believing in their vision, and get creative, because I've always been a creative person. Like if you've known me since primary school, so this is very much my bag, and being able to truly step into my bag and see things come into fruition, work with some amazing brands, and really, really just be doing my thing creatively. That for me is the best part. Being in my element and facing challenges in my element, overcoming, upskilling in my element. It's my favorite thing ever. But I could talk for ages on this, so I'm just going to end it there and say my favorite thing is truly, truly being in the career that I love. I'm someone who loves many creative things. I love acting, I love dance, I love singing, and obviously creating content So to truly be in any of those elements for me is beautiful. Do you ever think about going back to working for someone? No, not even for a second. So don't think I need to expand on that. 2 things you've learned in this time: how to set stronger boundaries. I feel like I have good boundaries as a person, but setting boundaries in business is different. Setting boundaries, but always being kind, because I just feel like kindness and always speak to people, give people respect. You don't need to be doing all that. You can set boundaries and be polite about it. I don't know. There's a lot of things, but these are just straight off the dome. But I've definitely got a lot better at comms. I've always been quite good at comms. I think I'm quite a good speaker. Comms, following up, networking. I think I've genuinely been able to be myself straight off the dome, which is something that I struggled with as a previously shy babe. Being able to put who I am, which is a fantastic person, out there almost instantly. Oh, why am I reading this in my head? You guys want to hear? What advice would you give to someone who's just taken that step to full-time content creation? Even though I took the risk and I quit my job, and I probably would have done it anyway, even if I didn't have savings, I know I have good savings. So if push came to shove and I wasn't making money in the first few months or whatever, maybe even year, because you actually don't, like, content creation, the bag isn't always consistent. Yes, some apps pay you, but most apps don't pay you that well. One of the biggest forms of income from being a content creator are brand deals. So if they're not consistent, I would have some savings. For myself, I have like some streams of income. So I wasn't just relying on content creation. Like, I was never just relying on content creation and brand deals. I did get some good brand deals from when I literally, like, the week after I quit, which was like my hard work and God's blessings. So we thank God for that. But at the same time, I knew, like, I'm not just relying on this. So I do have like other streams. So yeah, if that's something you're a bit concerned about, and it's a valid concern, I would definitely say make sure you have savings and money somewhere, or be ready to thug it out and search for food. Just have rice and butter. 2, you have to be disciplined. Be ready to be disciplined, because it's not easy. It's not easy, vibes. It's a big mindset thing, and just being like, I'm going to do this. No matter what, I'm going to do this, and understanding that. Know what you want to be known for. People think, like, they see people with 50,000 followers and that person must be getting so much money each month. There are people with 50,000 followers making chicken change each month, or nothing, no change each month. And people with 2,000 followers who are getting good money. There's a way around this, and you have to be very strategic and position yourself well. Sorry if the angle switched up, camera died. But yeah, don't focus too much on money. I know I said have enough savings, but that's just to live. But don't focus too much on money, I would say, in the first stages. Generally speaking, of course you need money to survive. Focus more on your strategy. Focus on your love for doing it, because I'm assuming if you're creating content, you love it. Don't think about the bag. Just think about your love for it, and hone in on that, and understand that it does take time. Things won't necessarily magically, like, poof. You know what I mean? You have to put the work in. Do as much as you can in that moment. Work hard, be disciplined. But that's the same with any other career. It's just that this one is non-traditional, and you're going to have to be working all the time. Like, if you're serious, you're going to have to be working most of the time. What have you liked best about being self-employed? Okay, so I think I've already answered this, so I'm going to give another answer. Freedom. I love freedom. In general, as a person, I like to be free, okay? I feel like the freedom that it's afforded me is great. Although I'm working all the time, it's like I can do this on a random Tuesday if I wanted to. Like, if I'm feeling super stressed and I know I've done everything that is a priority, I can go to the spa on a Tuesday afternoon, because there's no manager that's like, oh, you have to work these hours. Like, I have the freedom to do those things and work around a schedule that suits me. That is a very hard working, strict schedule, but I can put in extra effort to allow myself the freedom to do those things. So yeah, definitely the freedom that I have around my schedule. Also, not having to socialize. In work environments, I feel like it's it's easy to be misunderstood if you're an introvert. It's like, you have to be sitting with everyone on your break. You have to be sitting with everyone at lunch. But it's my break. What if I just need to decompress? Like, it doesn't mean I hate you. It doesn't mean I don't want to be around you, or you're the bane of mine. It's got nothing to do with you. I just need to decompress. So not having to do that. Obviously, great socializing with clients, great socializing with fellow creators, etc. But that's in my time. Do you know what I mean? when I choose and when it's necessary. But I can take a break and not have to speak to people, not have to have little small talk. Oh my God, I hate small talk. If you know, you know. You know, I have friends who like hide at lunchtime and they get it. What has been the most challenging thing about self-employment? Okay, similar to the other question before, so I'll give another answer. Knowing that everything relies on me. When you have a 9 to 5, or you have a part-time job, or you have a full-time job and your hours are 9 to 5, whatever, you know, this month I'm getting this, next month I'm getting this, next month I'm getting this, and it's all the same. But you know, the minimum amount you're getting is this amount each month. It's just boom, boom, boom. It's nice. Do you know what I mean? You know that's coming in. I had that once upon a time. I had that. Being self-employed, I'm not saying you don't work for your money if you're not self-employed, but you really have to work for your money in terms of like, if I chill, I'm on £0 this month. No one wants to be on £0. Not necessarily knowing how much income you're gonna get is a bit scary with self-employment. I thank God I'm at a place where I don't really have that, because I kind of do have a minimum amount that I know I'm gonna get, and I also have clients who are like on retainer, so I know that I'm gonna be getting this and this. But there is still that, you know, people can change their mind, people can leave, people can, maybe the funds are low now, or do you know what I mean? That things can change. With brand deals, yay, it's not going to be the same every month. So that's on the content creation side of things. It's going to vary. Some months can be super juicy. Some months it's like, oh, okay, I can buy pizza. I am in a position where I get stable income, so that's not really a worry for me. But it could be like you have plans if you're going to make so and so thousands a month, and then something changes and now you're like, oh, you're making a bit less than that, and now those plans shift a bit. But that's why I feel like it's really important to manage your money well, because yeah, things can change, especially when you're self-employed. How do you budget? Oh, segue nicely into what I just said. How do I budget? I save majority of what I make. I'm not a big spender. I don't really feel the need to, and I think it's because I'm not an imagey, flashy person. If you are, it's fine, it's great, but I've never been that way. I don't care too tough what kind of car I drive. When I got an Audi A4, it wasn't because it was like, oh my God, yeah, I'm driving an Audi. I don't even care for Audis. I feel like I've been put off Audis anyway. But it wasn't because like, oh, like I want a flashy car, I'm driving a German. It was because I wanted a saloon. And the only real saloons that had the shape that I wanted were within those family of cars. I'm more of an experiences babe. So like holidays, going out to eat in nice restaurants, activities. And that's why on my lifestyle page, there's so much like things to do content, because that's where I spend my money. Outside of that, I don't care too tough for material things. In my head, there's just certain things I shouldn't be buying unless I'm on like over 10K a month. Because there are people who would be on the salary that I'm on, or the salary I was on before, and be buying a lot of things. But I just don't see it that way, because I just don't think it's necessary. Like, I don't need this. This doesn't really bring me joy. Generally speaking, I say majority on my pay. Like, I live, I would say, quite below my means. And it's just, I just don't feel the need. Like, that could change. Maybe I'll get to a point where I'm like, yeah, do you know what? I want to spend a bit more on that and that. But I just haven't had that. Like, unless it's a holiday, I just don't really see the point. But I'm not going to be like, make myself skint and not be able to afford things, and no. But as I said, experiences are more important to me. I also try not to have many monthly expenses at all. Like, I don't get things on finance or anything. Like, again, that can work for you, because I did do that before. I paid a really big deposit for some things, or maybe like 80% of the thing I paid in cash, and then left the 20% because I don't have a credit card or anything. So I needed to build up my credit. My credit was still good, but it wasn't excellent, which it is now. The only credit card I would probably get would be an Amex because of the travel points. And I think that's amazing. But outside of that, I don't need a credit card, nor do I really want one. And my credit is already excellent because I did that, which is all paid off as well. I have the necessities that I know I'm paying off, have my disposable income, and anything else I'm like, do I need more than so-and-so amount in my current account? I really don't. Then I just move everything else to savings. It's more so play it by ear, because obviously I earn different amounts most months. I hope that answers that question. It felt a bit all over the place, didn't it? I don't know. What is your favorite content to film? My favorite content to film is obviously the series reviewer. The series reviewer is so me coded. Anyone who knows me knows I'm obsessed with series, movie, and theatre. I've always been. I'm just here chilling, mate, having a great time, and having my community on there as well, and talking about things that I love, which is series, movie, and theatre. Oh, fave content to film. Absolutely no brainer. What has been your biggest brand deal? In terms of pay and in terms of like the brand, actually, I don't know which one's bigger. Okay, I'm going to say my two biggest. It's You and Dave and Makeup Revolution. I would say those have been my two biggest brand deals so far. Yeah, love them. What advice would you give to someone contemplating self-employment? Take the risk, bro. I'm such a risk taker when it comes to like following my dreams, striving for things. I'm like, what the heck? Would I rather live a life and feel unfulfilled for like, oh, I wish I did this, blah, 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 or just go for it, put in the work. And I feel like if you're really putting in work, nothing is going to fail. You only fail when you give up. You get impatient. You're like, oh my God, it's been 5 years and I haven't gotten to here. Bro, keep going. You're not going to fail. You are going to get there. And if worse did come to worse, if the impossible did happen and you didn't, let's say it wasn't your purpose, it was outside of your purpose, God didn't want you in those spaces, calm. Guys, what is wrong with starting over? There's nothing wrong with like going back to a certain field of work or trying out a new field of work. Guys, do you think if I go to a 9 to 5 after this, probably not going to happen, but do you think I would come on here and feel any shame or feel like, oh my God, let's be for real. No, I would not. I tried a thing, I was doing a thing, good things were happening, and then maybe something changed. Maybe I even just changed my mind. Lord knows, but I don't give a monkeys, because at the end of the day, the people that really do the thing and really try the thing, really go for it, they get it. So anyone outside of that that doesn't get it, I don't think I care about your opinion. You live in a bubble of fear, and I don't operate in fear. I operate in faith. So you cannot project your fear onto me. And if something didn't go to plan and you were like, oh, well, Danita tried this and it didn't. Come on now, I don't care. Being so set on like, I'm going to lock in, I'm going to do this is key if you're contemplating self-employment. There's a fine line between self-employed and unemployed. If you now go the self-employment route and you do no work, babe, you're not self-employed, you're unemployed. So you have to be very, very locked in and very, very strict with yourself if you are going to be self-employed. And understand not everyone's going to get it. The hours are going to be different. But honestly, if your heart is calling you to do that and you have something that you want to do, pray on it, seek guidance, etc. But just go for it and lock in, but know that it's not going to be easy. But also, I've met people that are like, I'm not, like, they're not business minded. Like, I can't imagine being self-employed. That's just not me. Know yourself. If it's not for you, it's not by force. Like, I'm not one of those people that feels like everyone around me needs to own a business or everyone needs to own it. No, you don't. Let's all be guided and do what works for us. But if this is something that you're really thinking about, give it a try. Try and plan, of course, but not everything goes to plan as well. So understand, be adaptable, be flexible. But honestly, I'm so here for people going after their dreams. I'm so here for it. Any regrets? Nope. Not a single crumb. I had been contemplating self, like, it's something that popped into my head for like years. It wasn't just like a quick on a whim decision. From when it started, it was kind of like, boop, 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 boop. Okay, I'm actually self-employed. No regrets at all. I kind of always knew this is where I would end up. Like, even growing up, I always knew. Originally, I wanted to own a pancake shop when I was like 5. But even then, I was like, yeah, business owner. It's always been there. The best decision I've made for myself in a while. And I'm honestly so proud of myself. And I can say that comfortably because it's okay to be proud of yourself. It's good to be proud of yourself. And I'm proud of what I've built so far. Yeah, it's fantastic. I'm learning a lot as I go, a lot. You have to be very open to learning. You have to be very okay with things not always going right and troubleshooting that. If you have any more questions, feel free to comment them down below and I'll answer. If you want to keep up to date with my self-employment journey, all of my socials are going to be linked down below. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more videos like this, more things to do, lifestyle content in general. See you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Turn my post notifications on too so you don't miss a video. See you guys next time. Bye.